Hello and welcome back to Roll 4D4, Power Rangers Arcana. Welcome back and happy Pride Month to all you listeners, new and old. Thank you so much for being patient with us as we get new episodes out to you as fast as we can. And as an early surprise, we have some new stories coming to you soon. Hopefully, this month in June, you will be able to experience some more of my storytelling with a new one shot, The Imagination Guard. More details coming soon. Stay tuned to the Instagram and to the YouTube community page where updates will be posted as the Imagination Guard is growing closer, as well as other general updates for the channel. Now, last time on Power Rangers Arcana, we got our name. We met with the Rangers Birger and Ayana, who took our Rangers into the grid and gave them the rundown on how they've been treating things recently. People have died while these Rangers are in duty, and they killed. And these are not typical traits of Rangers. So Ayana and Birger weren't there to scold them, more so than to make sure with whatever direction they are going on, it is a path that the Rangers can follow, regardless of its actions. Afterwards, the Rangers met with Lamar's father, as well as Mick and Bandora, now that the secret is out of who the Rangers are to Lamar's father. After long discussion, it was decided that the Rangers would stay on the Galleon as well as Lamar's father for now until better accommodations can be found or safer conditions can be met. While preparing to move on to the Galleon, each Ranger seed was activated by an object that they came into interaction with. Vesper came into interaction with a angel necklace. Her Zord seed floated up from their pocket. Their Zord seed floated from their pocket and into the necklace, activating it and making it disappear. Wade's Zord seed went into a truck. Lamar's Zord seed went into the Phoenix pendant, and Tyrion's Zord seed was already with Secret Spider. So each Ranger Zord seed has now done something that they will find out pretty soon. As we wait for our players to join us, I just want to again say thank you for being here with us for a year of Roll 4D4. May 10th was the first anniversary of the channel and of Power Rangers Arcana. So a year later, our team has been named. They know their enemies, and now it's time for them to decide what to do first. I am your host, Rose. I am stalling a little bit until my players join in. I'm going to be very honest with you. So how are you guys doing? That's great. What they do? That's ridiculous. I can't believe they would say that to you. Well, I feel like if they're going to treat you that way, it might be more of a, I don't want to call it a personal problem, but I think it might have more nothing to do with you. Oh, and here are our players now slowly joining in. And let's start our introductions as we introduce the Black Ranger V.
Hello, hello. It's been an interesting time, and I am very excited to see what happens in this session.
The Green Ranger, Wade.
Uh, what? I'm here. Okay.
The Purple Ranger, Tyrion.
Let's go.
And the Pink Ranger, Lamar.
Howdy, gang.
Now, listeners, last time you were with us, our players moved on to the Galleon, taking off into the night sky after having been attacked by an Apex agent who came in the night trying to kidnap whoever they could get their hands on, but failing in their efforts. Since that moment, it's been about call it 3-4 hours, and it's still deep into the night. It's about 2 in the morning. Start off with Tyrion. Where in the Galleon do you think you went after moving shop, so to speak, and onto the Galleon? You guys obviously all have prepared rooms for yourselves on the Galleon, but within the spaces that you have discovered so far, where do you think Tyrion would be on their way to in this night where everyone's life has kind of been turned upside down a second time?
I think Tyrion's going to be somewhere where he can tinker. So I think back to the workshop where him and Mick were working on Secret Spider,
Explain?
just
Absolutely.
to just fidget and think.
Working on anything specific?
No, currently no. Probably talking to Secret Spider to figure out the Zord seeds in there and why they came out of Secret Spider when that was something that he didn't specifically do.
Is that a conversation you want to engage? Because that can absolutely
Yes.
be something to explore.
Heard that. We can explore that.
So Secret Spider's sitting on a table across from you as you're in a mixed workshop. Again, it's 2 in the morning. So the outside of the windows are dark, and the only illumination is coming from the lamps along the ceiling and some monitors that are all around you and some small machinery. Secret Spider is sitting by the laptop that you're at, along with all your tinker tools and information and notebooks, along with Mick's own notes that are just strewn about everywhere. It's a bit of a mess in there.
Heard that. So, little buddy, where did all this stuff come from? As we
Secret
And-
Spider looks up at you, and their expressionless trained face just kind of like shifts side to side. Toot.
heard that. You don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Give. Please. You all received a morphing grid specialization, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Give me a roll with your specialization. Difficulty of 13.
I got a 5 on the 20 and a 6 on the 6.
Oh no, Tyrion. Sorry.
Oh wait, yeah. No, I'm sorry. My bad.
All right. We got. Hold on. I'm on an incline currently.
When you use your brain on an incline.
17 on the
plane.
20. 17 on the 20, and then 1 on the 2.
Oh yeah. So the Secret Spider toots their toots to you. You look at their little expressionless expression and the way their body moves. And slowly in the back of your mind, things just start to click. Every toot has purpose. Every toot has emotion. And as you focus on each toot, 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 in the back of your mind, you just start translate without even trying to. I don't know where the seeds came from, but I was pregnant, and there they were. It turned out pretty good, huh?
Good. You did good.
Toot toot. Right. And Secret Spider bounces a little bit, again doing the stick bug dance.
We all laugh in unison. And I think that will be it for Tyrion.
Secret Spider takes a nap on the desk. All right, who's next? Let's move on to Wade. With you having gotten a new car that a Zord seed went into, then to find your friend being almost kidnapped in it, and now having to move all your things, the little you had already, again onto a flying pirate ship. Where do you find yourself at 2 a.m. in this sudden upheaval?
It's 2 a.m.
Yes.
How much beer was left in Lamar's dad's fridge that I was able to pilfer?
Let me roll. I'm gonna roll a d8. 5.
Well, Wade is 5 beers deep, and he is looking out into space.
What's he feeling right now?
Is this like, is this realistic space where I look out and there's black, or is it like Star Trek space where I look out and I can see all the?
We're still on Earth. We're just like high up and it's nighttime.
Oh, okay. So no, he's definitely looking like down at the planet, and he is thinking. Probably the first thing that's going through his mind is if he could jump from space and land exactly where he wanted to land. If that is something he could physically do and manage to survive, that's probably what's going through his mind right now.
Wade has played Halo Reach.
Yes. and he's sitting there and he's probably thinking about if he could. I'm imagining in Wade's mind, at least, that he thinks that this is like some sort of actual ship in addition to a spaceship, and he can go and sort of like walk the plank and use it as a diving board in an almost comic book style fashion and jump off and see if he can land on his house and see his family again.
And so you're outside on the deck, right?
Yeah, I'd like to think that he, after having that thought, he wanders out to see if he can do that.
So Mick is out there piloting. Not with anyone else. Navi's not with them. He's just silent and hasn't really taken note of you yet. But on the ship, you have the open space to yourself. The plank is not extended, but the space where it's accessible is obvious. There are railings along the ship, and there is a swivel on one of them where the railing can open, and an automatic plank will extend outward.
So no one's gonna stop Wade from doing this.
And Mick hasn't noticed you yet.
Okay, so he's just gonna continue if no one's gonna stop him. He is going to disregard all OSHA safety guidelines and hop over the railing. And he's going to throw gestures at the plank until it does what he wants it to do and extend.
Having sensed a pressure on the gate, the plank starts to automatically slide open. And as it does, the sound travels in the silence of the airship sky. And Mick looks over. Wade? Everything okay?
Yeah, I was just seeing the board. And he's gonna just kind of wander precariously, like, towards the board.
Hey, bud, let's not play on that right now. And Mick is gonna open up the swivel gate and gently grab you by the closest arm to him, and like not pull, but nudge at your arm to gesture you back towards the deck of the ship. Come on, bud. Let's get you down and some get.
The board.
We can check out the board when it's bright outside. We can go in the water. You can dive. But right now feels like a bad time, and I feel like something's going on, bud. What's going on?
Well, the board, it's over there, and you know.
Give me a flat D20 roll.
Okay. 18.
You are one below. Difficulty was a 19.
Damn.
And you are speaking. you feel a churning in your stomach as you lean forward and vomit. Mick is going to reach a hand across from you, catching you under your chest so you don't like lean forward too far. And he keeps you steady as he allows you to lean forward and relieve your stomach. Whoa, oh, okay, there it is. Uh, I, all right, let's get you a chair. Come on. No's not an answer right now.
Wade's gonna just kind of wipe the chunks off of his. Well, it's probably not chunks. It's probably just straight liquid. I'd like to think he hasn't eaten today. He's just had the 5 beers. He's on a liquid diet. I'll give him some grace.
So
He's just gonna wipe on his sleeve.
So Mick leads you over towards the area where he was sitting and props a barrel up against the beam to allow you to take a seat. And you feel the cool sky air on your face. Your mouth tastes gross and slightly acidic as you taste beer again, but this time it doesn't taste as good as it did the first time. And you're not going to take any damage, but you're just going to take 1 moral damage. That's just something for you to know.
I will remember this forever.
Hey, what's going on, kid? And Mick's gonna get eye level to you and put a hand on your shoulder. I've only seen this from one other person, and it's been the one you're avoiding.
Well, I mean, except for that other time we went to space, this is the furthest I ever been from home. And except for that other time that was just a minute ago, it's the longest I ever been from home. And I don't know, man. I miss my sister and my brother and my cousin, my other cousin, and my uncle, and my other sister, and my other uncle.
Speaking of Delilah, we can give her a call if that'll help. It's pretty early, but you can also go see her.
So it's 2 a.m. now, right?
Yeah, it's 2 a.m. right now, yes.
Is it the same? That's 2 a.m. for us. Is it the same 2 a.m. for where she is?
Yeah, she also lives in Angel Grove. You guys were last. Yeah, you guys are currently in Angel Grove.
Okay. I wanted to make sure we didn't go like super far. Yes. Yeah, that is something Wade would do. He would, at 2 a.m., he would go knock on his sister's door. And with that thought, he immediately stands up to go back to the board, because that's where his mind still is for some reason.
All right. Then let's get an address, and we'll see how close we can get you. And we'll get you there, all right? Let's not go back towards the board. And Mick's gonna put his hands on your shoulders and guide you, turning you sideways towards the door, taking you down to the inside of the ship, where all the navigation and screens are. Navi is sleeping / turned off, perched by a monitor, and Mick starts to type away in the history of these search places, finding Delilah's address. All right, bud, take a seat. I'll get you some water. You just stay right here, all right? And Mick's gonna exit the room for a moment.
Oh, he shouldn't have done that. Wade is going to look at the bird and say, "Take me to Delilah, please."
Navi twitches for a second, and her eyes light up. Oh! And Navi turns her head towards the screen, kind of catches himself up on what's going on. Gotcha, bud. And you feel a rumble of the ship as the autopilot activates, and the ship starts to turn towards the direction of where you want to go. Navi starts to fly and float towards you, landing on the arm of Bandora's chair that you're seated in. It's very comfortable. The back is cushioned, the seat is cushioned, the arms are cushioned, and cushioned very well. Also, like it feels like no one's ever sat in it before. It's just how luxurious this chair is. And Navi lands on the arm and looks up at you with their pupilless eyes. You feeling okay?
Well, I was feeling a lot better about 5 beers ago. And I kind of wish I had 5 more beers. But I just got rid of them.
No. Well, sorry about the beer. I can offer this though. And Navi's chest opens up and a little compartment opens out and like a little mint is sitting on a stick for you to take off. This might help.
Wade takes the hint. Puts the mint in his mouth. But like, he's not happy about it.
Alright. So I guess we're heading to Delilah's. What's got you drinking, bud?
Well, I had 5 beers in my backpack and it was only getting warmer.
Tastable.
You ever drink warm beer?
I've never drunken anything.
Oh, well, you should have said so. I would have give you one.
Thanks.
Wade makes a
I
mental
appreciate
note that
that.
the bird has never been drunk. And I'm going to use that later.
Mick has wandered back into the room with a glass of water, or with a cup of water. A plastic cup of water. And he crosses the room and hands it to you, taking a quick check at the screen and noticing that the autopilot's been engaged, noticing Navi and nodding at them in appreciation as they've kept you company in their short absence. All right, here you go. Drink up.
I think Wade's going to take one little sip and kind of swish it around, and then he's going to get that teeth hurt feeling from having the mint and cold water in his mouth, and just kind of set the cup back down and be like, thanks.
All right. So some moments pass by until the ship is within teleportation range of Delilah's address. And Mick puts his arm around you, helps you stand up, pats your back before tapping the communicator on your wrist and teleporting you both down to in front of her door. In her neighborhood, it's silent. It's about 2:30, 2:50 right now, so some time has passed since everything's gone down. And only the street lights illuminate this quiet neighborhood. Inside the house, you don't see any lights turned on, but if you look through the window on the porch, you can see in a slightly deeper part of the house just the faint blue glow that comes from a screen, be it a television or a computer or some kind of monitor.
I'm trying to remember. I can't find it in my notes.
Mhm.
Does she live in an apartment, or is it like an actual house?
I believe it was a house.
For some reason in my mind, I thought it was an apartment, but I'm all fucked up.
I might have said that in the past. You want to roll a die for it?
Yeah.
Right. Roll a d6. If it's odds, it's a house. If it's evens, it's an apartment.
It's a 6, boss.
All right, so it's an apartment, and you guys are at the apartment complex's entrance. Okay, so teleporting down, you're at the apartment complex's entrance. The neighborhood is quiet. There's no one around to see you teleport down. Multiple building lights are on all over, and inside the building, there's nobody in the lobby. As the quiet, what's the word I want to use? Fluorescent lights illuminate the downstairs lobby. Leading inside, there's stairs further off to the left, but immediately inside, if you keep walking in from the sliding entrance doors, there are a set of elevators. You remember that Delilah lives on the 11th floor.
I feel like I feel like Wade might be second guessing himself here, and he's gonna go up to the front desk and ask anyway. He's like, "Hey, where's my sister?" To whoever's at the. Or is there a front desk? Is this that kind of complex?
There's a front desk, but given the time, the person there is absolutely not prepared for these questions. And it's just kind of like head on their hands, like, when is my replacement going to get here looking?
You know, it's 3 a.m. at this point. I think Wade would give up. He's just going to go to what he thinks is the floor.
All right, so you and Mick load onto the elevator and go up to the 11th floor. And from there, you do not remember a room number. But traveling up and down the hallways, trying to maybe guess. Some people have decorated doors. Some people have special doormats or door hangers. Give me a... Let me look at a character sheet. I never have this ready. Alertness with a difficulty of 5.
Alertness. I have. Oh no. That is an 8 with on the 20 and a 1 on the 2 for a total of 9.
All right. So going down and up different hallways, sometimes multiple times. From what you know about your sister, you know that their name and the names of some of the other ladies in your family have all been flower names. So when you come across a door that has a flowery style doormat with the words "Welcome on in," feel like you might be in the right place.
That's the bitch right there.
Oh, okay. That's her. Mick says to you as he leads you over to the door, and he begins to knock. But I feel like Wade would knock first.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a really, like, loud, like a kind of knock, and it's just gonna be like really incessant, and it's not gonna cease until someone opens the door.
What? Wait! It's 3. It's jeez. Oh, please answer! And
hey man, all I'm saying is you're lucky I ain't got that 6th beer, because I'd have been knocking on all these doors.
After about 30 seconds of knocking, the door swings open, and Delilah is dressed in pajamas and a sweatshirt, their hair tied up in a bun. Oh, what? Wait! Boy, you're drunker than a lizard in a barrel full of liquor that's empty because he drank all the liquor. Who's your friend?
Delulu, this here's my buddy. Maybe. And this here's a bird, and it talks.
Hi. And Polly, Jesus Christ. Navi, kind of like hangs her head completely
No, it's
unaware
Polly
of the
now.
situation. And Mick cuts in. Hi, I'm Mick. This is Navi. We're friends of your brother. He's pretty wasted, and he needs a place to be comfortable and safe right now. Well, bring him on in. You brought him to the right place. And you're led inside. Wade, give me another flat d20 roll. Difficulty of 10.
That was 5. Oh,
Let me roll a reaction. Okay. Right. So, as you are led inside, you're being led towards a couch, but the sudden smell of an incense being burned just turns your stomach once again after everything, and you start to again as you dry heave once and twice, and Delight goes, "Oh no, you don't!" As she grabs you and picks you up just the way she used to back at home, and hauls you into the bathroom and sits and kneels you down in front of a toilet, opening up both lids for you. In there and only in there, not on my nice floor. This ain't home. It's your home, but it ain't. That you throw up.
It's
you
just
go.
acid at this point.
There you go. Yeah, that's bile. Let's get you some water.
I don't like that.
I made soup the other night. If you want some chicken noodle.
Yes, please.
As your sisters start to take care of you, Mick and Navi realize that you're in good hands, and they slowly make their exit as your night goes on and your sister cares for you. And if you have anything else specific you wanted to do in this moment before we move on to the next player?
I'm gonna add soup to my inventory, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it. And you know what? That soup is going to heal you of your 1 mortal damage.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so Wade gets some soup and is safe with his sister. And we will now be moving on to Vesper. You just saved your friend from getting kidnapped. You had nothing to put down when you arrived and few things to pack up when you left. And now they're unpacked in a room within the Galleon. It's 2 a.m. after a sudden whirlwind of days. Where do you find yourself?
Are all these scenes like with Tyrion and Wade? Did this all happen at like the same time, or was it like Tyrion same time? Okay, so this is happening during this. Okay,
It's like
So I think-
all within the 2 o'clock hour.
okay. I think Vesper. Honestly, I think Vesper would. I can't remember if they shifted out of their power suit, but they're back in their power suit. And they have not left the room because, due to their abilities, they're just watching everybody, making sure that nothing's going on. Everyone's where they're at. I think even during the time Wade does his little, I guess, tries to have his fun little skydive. I think they're even like watching at this point, like someone else is going to deal with that. They're not. He's good. He's not in immediate danger because they have that ability that lets them see through metal, the morphing, the tech grid.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick. The X-Tech visor, so you have the ability to see through solid objects not made out of lead or specifically shielded against radiation, up to 30 feet. And I think after a while, I think they're just going to start like doing rounds. They can't really get out of that combat mode.
So you're just kind of doing, what's the word?
Like they're checking in, like they're gonna like go to Mick's room, not really even like involve themselves in the scene at all, just kind of like, okay, Tyrion's with Mick. They're gonna probably just like walk past, see that like probably even walk past wait, was it Mick with Tyrion or was it Mick that was with
Mick was
Wade?
but Mick will
Wade.
be back around like 3:20.
Well, I think even when he got like the water for Wade, I think they would have like passed it as they're doing rounds, see that Wade's fine, and then like just kind of keep doing rounds. They won't involve themselves in anything like unless they're like spoken to or anything like that.
And so in your night patrol, as you come across the empty deck after leaving Wade and Mick to speak and nurse, you find Bandora standing alone on the very tip of the galleon's sword-like front. And I think there's a picture of the galleon in a viewing globe if anyone needs to refresh on what it looks like. Yes, he's standing on the sword tip of the very front of the galleon. I'll forward that to the galleon chat so you guys can take a look. But he's standing up there. He's unmorphed. He's not wearing his trench coat. So he's just standing in just his vest with his arms crossed, staring out at the world as the ship just sails.
Yeah, I think V is going to kind of walk up so that he can like hear them approaching. They'll probably like intentionally be heavy-footed. I imagine if he's not. And they're
Before you
going,
continue, did you take a picture? Did you take a look at the picture in galleon chat?
yeah, like he's on the the point of it, right?
Yeah. So if you do want to go onto there, I'm gonna have you roll for acrobatic.
Wait 1 second. Oh wait, no, they have the ability where they can just. Well, let me see if I can find it. Did I not get that? I don't think I got that. Never mind. I just. No, I didn't give them that ability. Yep. Let me just go to the. Okay. You said acrobatics?
It's gonna be a difficulty of 15.
Ooh. I got a 10.
1 second. I just bit a cheeseburger.
Five on the D20. Oh wait, that wasn't my D4. Oh, I'm sorry. Ignore that.
No, you're fine. Take your time. I'm enjoying this cheeseburger.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. 5 on the 20, and then 4 on the 4.
As you take a few steps on the curving edge of the galleon's blade mast, you feel the wind start to catch you as you exit the ship's invisible shield that guards you from like the real amount of wind and pressure and cold that would really be at this height in the sky. And you shiver a bit as your hands shake and your knees buckle a bit as you try to take a next step up, and the next one, and the cold and the wind gets to you, and your lungs start to feel tighter as it's harder and harder to catch your breath. And turning around, Bandora looks at you, and his eyes widen as he starts to run down the mast of the ship, grabbing you and pulling you back into this invisible sphere. What? You're not ready for that yet. You okay?
I think. 1 second. I do not. Perhaps.
Yeah, deep breaths. Deep breaths.
No. I know how to breathe. Thank you, Lindora. What were you doing out there?
Thinking about past week. What are you doing out here?
I am on patrol. Everyone else deserves rest. I do not rest much, and what are you thinking about this past week? There are many days in a week.
Well, in this past week, you guys have become Power Rangers, and we've met how many villains now? The Children of D, and now we have, and in the way you hear just in the distance you hear, wait, these nuts, and now we have Apex to deal with, and who knows what's next. This is all new. This is all new to me.
It is new to you? I do not understand. I thought this is not very new to me. I mean, a little bit. I've never been reprimanded for taking a life. That was old. but this has felt the most at home for me. What, perhaps I'm hopeful, but I do not think you should. Hmm, I think we can handle whatever is thrown at us,
I
and
know you can,
you
and that's
are a part
starting
of
to
us.
scare me.
It scares you. It should. We are scary. What we face will probably be scarier. I've seen worse in space.
V, I I know you know I know what Vesper Salacia is. So right now we have a commonality that I'm gonna be very honest with you about. I've been doing this since I was 13 years old. I became a Power Ranger at 13 years old. I'm 38. I
Ooh. So it's not like a growing out of it thing. You just stay in it even after the teen years. Okay, that's good to
not
know.
not everybody. Not everybody. So some people become Rangers as adults. But
Is it that you are unhappy? Yes.
it's too late for me to be unhappy with choices I've made on purpose. But I'm just thinking that maybe you guys need some more choice. This there's powers out here that are so terrifying, and I want to protect you all from them, but I can't protect you in the way that I want to be able to protect you right now. And I when I say this is new to me, I've never been a mentor. I've had mentors. I've come across mentors. Have had people who tried to mentor me when I was 19 and the worst person you've ever met. But now that I'm in the position, I'm realizing terrifying things be. Tyrion's
I
8 years old. What if he dies tomorrow in purple armor with no one knowing who he is? What do I do after that? How do I honor him?
I I respect you, Dandora, but you are being selfish right now, and your lack of faith in us is hurtful, friend.
It's not a lack of faith, I promise. I know you can do incredible things. I've been watching. It's why kids? Why
Mm,
kids? It's not it's not someone should be protecting you and you should have the choice to choose to protect if you want to. It's the right thing to do and you should make that right choice, but it shouldn't be thrust upon you when you barely even had a real look at the world yet and you've seen too much already. That's the commonality we have. We've started too early and look at how tired I am. V. Too
it is
much
why you.
too early makes monsters. And I'm real lucky to not be one, but I'm so close. I just need one bad day to be one. And I don't want any of you to ever become something like that.
I think for a moment Vesper is just going to stand there, and then like just their helmets going to go back, and they're going to just kind of give a sigh, a heavy. You know, I have been called a monster very, very many times, and do you look at me and see a monster, Pandora?
No,
The Power Rangers and Vesper Salacia, they are more similar than you would imagine. Vesper Salacia, they use children. They hide their identities. We are all Vesper. And we also have no choice. It is why I feel at home as a ranger. Aside from the morality of things.
I mean, you got a uniform here too.
Exactly.
At least I think so.
I think sometimes there are no other options but to make our own. And the difference between Vesper Salacia and the Power Rangers is there is more freedom. I haven't had this for not any point I can remember in my life. Tyrion will not die a child. He will grow, maybe to his disdain. You need rest, and I am on patrol now. Do not let your fears get to you. Do not worry about being tired, because from what I've been told is monsters, they only desire to destroy, and they don't grow tired of that, it seems. So being tired is good. For rest. I will keep watch, and I will not go on the catwalk or whatever that is again.
All right. Yeah. I mean, if you want to learn how to, not lose it out there, I'll show you sometime. I'll show all of you. It's
Good.
it's pretty cool when you're like going max speed and the wind's really just like trying to throw you off, but you're not. It's great. You'll see one day. You'll see.
I will, and you are a good mentor, Bandora, so that is why I know I will. Rest well. And then I think the helmet will just go back on, and they're just back in like guard dog mode.
I won't tell you what to do, but the ship does have automatic guarding systems. So whenever you feel ready, get some rest yourself too. Thanks for being you. You're a good kid.
Yeah. Go to sleep.
Bandora trails off into the night and down to his room. As he travels down, you see a silver streak of teleportation, and above table, this is Mick and Wade teleporting away. But you still see Bandora walking off as this silver streak goes off, so you know it's not him. But alone in the night sky, you sit and patrol with the conversation you just had to think about. And is there anything else specific you wanted to do before we move on to, excuse me, Lamar?
I think Vesper actually wanted to like check on Lamar, and his father came with us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they wanted to check on them.
So how about we have you start heading there, and we'll have you come in during Lamar's. How's that?
Yeah. No, sounds good. Just let me know when, and I'll come on in.
Got you. So you are on your way there, and the camera moves away from you and speeds down a hallway in that Akira style shot of the hallways going left and left as we close in on an open door where Lamar is sitting on his bed. Across from him in a different room, also with an open door, Lamar's father, Donovan, is preparing his own room. And they're talking across the hall to each other, and Donovan says to you, Lamar, "Floating pirate ship, wild, 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 wild."
Yeah, I mean, there are worse ways to travel, I guess.
I mean, you know I love boats, but flying boat? Like, was this a like it came this way already, or like you guys like?
I didn't think to ask.
I feel like you should definitely ask about that at some point. I would love to know the origin story of a flying pirate ship. And as Donovan is fixing up a bed, he moves a pillow and just finds a pack of cigarettes under it. And he says, "I hope these aren't yours." And he shakes them at you.
No, No, of course not.
All right, yeah, because I don't know why you'd be smoking Japanese cigarettes. Or you would know. This is Japanese, right? And he walks towards you with the pack and holds it out towards you. And
I take.
give me an alertness roll.
Mhm.
Difficulty of. Oh Jesus Christ! That's ridiculous. Let's not do that. Difficulty of 16.
You know, I have a feeling it's not going to matter. I have a 3 on the 20 and a 2 on the 2.
Yeah. So, you don't recognize the language immediately, but it looks Japanese. From like Japanese you've seen around and on the internet, and just small things you've been like around. Yeah. Your dad takes it away. All right. I don't know. And he tosses them to the side. The pack landing on a side table in the room. So, what, man? Do we have to move again?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. And Lamar kind of puts his head in his hands.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault. Not every day you find out that your ex-wife is a supervillain, or whatever's going on. And as your dad takes that tone, he only starts to talk like this when he's really high. And about 15 minutes ago, he disappeared with that wooden box is his stash box.
Mm-hmm. So, speaking of Japanese cigarettes,
Yeah.
how are you doing?
Did you know your mentor's dying?
I
don't mean to burst a bubble or
had a
anything.
feeling.
We talked and I talked to those green and yellow people. It came out wrong. Rangers, right? Is what you're called, Rangers? I talked to those green and yellow Rangers, and they told me a bit more than I should know, probably. Why is he dying? What's happening? Or is it? I might be reiterating old questions, but I'm in such a strange position right now, Lamar, and I'm trying to be supportive and understand. You know that I'm almost as big of a nerd as you are. You've seen all the comic collections in the basement. I'm trying to realistically put myself in the position of a parent finding out their kid's a superhero and trying not to be the coddling, overprotective, you can't do this, but you'll go do it anyway and be amazing. So I need to let you be amazing, but what amazing things are you doing, and what's leading them to the person who's leading you to die?
It's not a choice we get to make. It doesn't seem fair, I know, but
Is it the power?
so what? I remember that it's like the butterfly tattoo, but what has he told us about it? I don't remember what he's been open about.
You guys have not had actual conversations about that exactly. However, when you first met Bandora and saw the moth, it's a moth, the moth tattoo.
Okay.
After it moved, he said 8. That's kind of all you have on it from Bandora himself.
Okay. He doesn't like to talk about it, but I know it's not good.
It's time to start talking more. And maybe that's just in theme with being a divorced father who waited too long until they were hurting to say that they were hurting. It's time to start talking. You're a bad liar, but you're real goddamn good at telling the truth. And even better when it comes to questions. And it's time for you to start asking those big questions, bud. I don't know what my role is going to be while I'm here, but whatever I can do, I will. I'll make sure that Robot Bird isn't, picking Wade's head off or something. I'll what's even to do around here? Regardless, I'll be here. I'll be here.
I know you're worried about me, but you have to be careful too.
Well, I mean, we've got nowhere to stay right now, and unless those Apex people can find us above the clouds, I think I'm safe for the moment. Is there anything else I need to worry about?
There's
Oh no.
so many things.
Roll a die, kid. Start with anything. And he sits back on his bed. And above you guys, you just hear two sets of footsteps, just probably standing close together as one approaches the other. There's nothing that would really concern you. You just hear people above you.
I think this is when Lamar pulls out just like a Pepe Sylvia board that he has started. And there's like a couple core middle points, and one of the middle points is like Mom, one of the middle points is Grace Sterling, one of the middle points, the weird project that soldier was afraid that he was going to get put through with the Tengas. I can't remember what he called it, but that's one of the core, and then just strings going between them and a bunch of random stuff.
Is that packed like that, or you just put that together?
It's a work in progress. I got to keep my thoughts straight.
Oh damn, you are my son. All right. So, and he leans forward and wipes and rubs his hands on his face. All right, Grace Sterling. Tango program. All right. What's the next thing? That's a lot right now. And he's gonna tap the top of the whiteboard and just. What's the next thing? What's something that does not have to do with your mother? Tell me about something that does not have to do with your mother. Something else completely terrifying that is not your mother. Of course, not to speak bad on your mother, but
Is Fienna a fairy goddess? What's Fienna's deal?
They are a goddess in a sense, spirit of or guardian of the mystic forest.
I think that's going to be just the whole. I'm just going to go into that whole story with him because that's a whole unrelated adventure that we've gone on, seemingly as far
Steven Universe, Lady Fienna.
Okay.
Greg Universe, Lady
Because I'll
Fienna.
summon her.
So
I'll just say that there's like spirits of forests and.
your father pulls out a guitar. Oh, a giant woman.
So that's
So-
where we're going.
So are you telling him the event that happened in the Mystic Forest?
Yeah, I think so. Just because, again, it's something that doesn't relate to Mom, and I don't think will make him fear for my safety too much.
Would you would Lamar remember the details about Wade's dad that you learned that night or that day?
I think he would. That was his main mission while we were there.
All right. So, after regaling that story, above you, you hear the footsteps separate as one of them walk off, and a few minutes later, the second pair starts to walk off. And after telling your father the stories of the Mystic Forest and Lady Fienna, Lyra, the witch that came after you and tried to stop you from even meeting Lady Fienna, the vow she made you make to protect the Mystic Forest, and your father listens to all of it with a hand on his chin. Mm-hmm. All right. You know, you were supposed to start school next month. I'm kind of glad we got this out. I'm kind of glad we got this out the way. Yeah. This is crazy. So forest goddess, space witch, clay monsters,
Clay monsters,
plant monster. Wade jumped
And-
10 feet in the air. Big
The
gun.
goddess is mad at his dad.
And then big ol' gun. Because you've said that about 15 times across stories, and I have no context for big ol' gun.
So, whenever we morph, we all have our own independent guns, and then we can make a big gun, and it's really strong. So, one big gun.
From down the hallway, a quiet set of footsteps starts to approach as V walks in between your two open doors.
We heard you talking about guns.
Hello.
Big guns. You all get gun. Do I get a gun? I don't want
Did I
one.
hear?
Oh, V.
Did I hear someone say big gun?
A big old gun in specific. Lamar's telling me about big old gun and Vienna and Lyra and Putties.
Don't say that name.
Tangas, Apex, Children of D's Nuts. How you doing, kid? I'm real high, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yes, we are up in the sky, but I imagine you were talking about drugs.
Yes.
I was just checking in on you two. I imagine the experiences are new, and I was not sure if you would be fine, but it seems like you are about caught up.
I mean, I'd hope so. I'm sure more absolutely terrifying freaks of nature are coming, but...
Hey, I wanted to stop in as a courtesy question, mostly for Lamar, but you too. You do not want me to kill your mother, do you? I do not. We are enemies, and I do not did not like her reaction with you.
The energy in the room dropped very hard and very fast as Donovan clenches his fist and looks at the floor and closes his eyes and just holds his breath for a few moments. He doesn't respond, but he keeps his eyes closed as his shoulders tense up.
I believe Vesper is really bad at social stuff, so I think they would notice this but not care. Like, this is just like a fact to them. Like, do you want me to kill your mom or nah?
I think Lamar is taken back by the question, but also it's something that he's been not killing her, but he's been mulling over what he's going to have to do. So he's all unsurprised.
Didn't you guys just have a no killing discussion with the green and yellow ranger?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it was more so
We-
one-sided.
V, I get your point, but right now, as somebody from Earth who understands Earth things, I need you to look at me and understand that killing cannot be the first option every goddamn time.
It is not, but it will be an option sometimes.
Don't.
Me-
At
me-
least for now, we need her to fix whatever she's done.
Understood. Off the table it is.
V, can you give
And I
me
think-
a moment, please?
Well, I think V would walk away after that. They would nod their head.
I'm sorry for
I think
yelling. I just need a
You-
moment with my son. Because you opened some very
Understand.
interesting discussion.
No worries, you do not need to apologize. I understand. And then I think they just walk away.
Donovan's gonna travel into your room, Lamar, and close the door behind him. What about your mom when things come to a head? Or things go too far?
I don't know what kind of person she is. I don't want to hurt her. I want to make that clear. But if she's doing these things, we have to stop her.
Like I said, I'll be here whenever you need me. Whether it's before, after, whatever happens. I love you, son. And I
I think the like tough guy facade that Lamar's been doing for a couple days now kind of drops, and he just breaks down in tears. And
your father holds you, and the night passes on as you cry in your father's arms until you fall asleep. And the night passes, and for all of you, the morning finally comes for wherever you find yourselves. Wade waking up in bed in his sister's apartment. Tyrion maybe waking up at the desk at the desk where he was tinkering. Vesper either watching the sun rise or waking up wherever they had found themselves, finally comfortable enough to fall asleep. And Lamar waking up alone with his father in his own room, still sleeping heavily. As the sunlight dawns on all of you, and we enter downtime. So in downtime, we kind of have the world to explore, things to follow up on, and whatever questions you guys want to do that the story has kept you from following up on, to work on. And we're going to have 3 months of downtime. Before we get started, I do want to have everyone gather back on the Galleon. So as everyone's morning and day has gone through, you've all come back to the Galleon through whatever means, teleportation or being picked up, and you find yourselves in the control room with Bandora, who V noticed is looking much more well-rested, and Mick, who has also gotten some rest himself since nodding at Wade, who looks much better compared to last night. And Bandora has you all sit as he is standing by the screens. All right, so shit got crazy. Yeah. Welcome to living on the Galleon. Accommodations are few, but adventures many. And welcome to your Rangers. I didn't know this is how things were gonna go for you guys. I didn't know things were gonna evolve or devolve this fast. I just want you to know that I'm here for you. And any questions you have, Feel free. This is your home just as much as it is mine now. And me and Navi have been tracking for an opening to the Mystic Forest. Nothing has opened up yet, but we have trackers in every major forest on the planet. So when something does open up, we'll be on our way to it and back at the Mystic Forest to deliver that route. But we don't necessarily know when that's going to be right now. Like, prediction isn't really a thing with the Mystic Forest. It's real random. We were real lucky with it being in Kotaro last time. But I guess that's the brief. How's everybody feeling? Bandora says to you all, looking kind of scared at the answers. Scared for the answers.
Lamar says, I'm doing great, but he has very, clear pronounced black bags under his eyes and, looks like he's walking around like a zombie.
Bandora takes full notice of those and goes, what? Nice. Yeah. Gives you a double thumbs up. Yeah. Want some coffee, bud?
That would be great.
We can get you coffee as soon, Navi. And Navi flies off without a word. Alright, Tyrion, you got a wire stuck to your face, and he reaches over and pulls it off from a piece of wire you had fallen asleep on. How you feeling?
Tyrion definitely jerks from that because he's a cranky non-morning person.
Okay. Wade, you heard you weren't feeling great last night. How you holding up?
Wade is very much a morning person. He basically went to sleep as soon as he got full of chicken noodle soup and immediately woke back up at sunrise, and he feels great. Threw up all of his problems, said hello and goodbye to his sister, and that bitch is not getting that Tupperware back. He, as always, kind of just ignores whatever Bandora says for personal reasons. Where's Lamar's Pepe Sylvia conspiracy theory board? Is that hidden away, or is it in view?
I think it's visible from his room, but you have to go into his room.
Where is that in relation to where we are now? Is it something that would be visible if the door was open? Is that Wade? I don't know if you remember from the fucking camo hat comment. Is very, very interested in conspiracy theories.
The quarters are like a turn in a hallway away from the quote-unquote command room you're in now.
So not entirely visible. Then I'll come back to that.
Mm.
He is going to go for breakfast, even though he is still full of chicken noodle soup. So he's going to find the galley in the Galleon.
Right. Wade's hungry. Good. What about you, V? You get any rest?
Yes, I did. And then I woke up in time for another patrol, and I watched the sunrise. It was lovely, and we had no intruders, so it was a great night for me.
Is V still morphed?
No.
Okay, cool. All right, good to see you've unmorphed. Also, it's good to give your body time to be itself again. I will note, ideally, you don't want to be morphed for more than 3 days at a time, if you can help it. Of course, there will always be situations where you can't. For fears of getting stuck, your cells adjusting to the state your body's in when you're morphed and getting stuck. A lot of fears of getting stuck. So 3 days is kind of the limit of what people usually go with. Powers are different. I've been morphed for 5 days at a time and I was all right. But some people have done less and just couldn't get out of suit for a long time. So do watch, watch out for that.
Yeah,
So,
yes, I will test
okay.
that sometime.
All
V
right.
just like mutters about testing it sometime.
Alright, so while we wait for anything from the forest, I guess the world's kind of our oyster right now while we wait for someone to save or something to do. Anything you guys want to follow up on? Or any questions you guys have while we take a sort of break for sure. Wait, I know. Or Wade's gone to the cafeteria, right?
Yeah, he's making a ruckus currently.
Okay.
Basically tearing the whole kitchen up, getting every various sort of mixing bowl out and ingredients for pancakes and waffles, in case people want options.
Just as reminders for everyone's individual things, Wade still has the mystery of the Death's Head Knight being his father. Tyrion has the mysterious man with his face that they saw while escaping Apex. Vesper has 2 missing siblings, and Lamar still has the mystery of Apex. So right now we have 4 different things that we can try to dig into in these 3 months of downtime. Or we can also dig into other plot lines and things we've introduced and try to work on other things with our characters.
I would like to think at one point in time, just Wade being nosy would eventually stumble upon the conspiracy board and then get really into it with Lamar about that.
Mhm.
I want to. I think Wade, even Wade, would probably have the sense to bring Lamar back to his sister at some point, so they can discuss finer details of the magical forest, because she's been doing a bunch of research on it, right?
I think Lamar would probably recommend that she should probably come with us, actually. That's a conversation I've been planning to...
Yeah, so let's put a pin in that for right now. And let's make that a plan for June for Lamar, and let me write that down. So in June, for the first month of downtime, you guys want to do research with Delilah?
Mhm.
So June.
Wade's more there for moral support and translating the various hillbilly babble, rather than like contributing intellectually to anything. But he's still there.
Oh yeah. All right. So, yes, sir. In the coming months, or in the coming month of June, anything? Is there any journey or anything you want V to explore or work on or question?
So I think V actually is going to focus more on I forget what the ability is called, but when you go into the morphing grid and you can like observe other Power Rangers of your color.
So you want to take advantage of the point A and B cards?
Yeah, I think they wanna kind of investigate the cards more, and they also wanna observe how other Power Rangers are.
So for June, you want to explore the morphing grid or investigate the morphing grid?
Yeah.
Write that down.
And then if they had any free time, they were going to offer any help they can with Tyrion and Secret Spider, because they're pretty good at tech stuff as well.
Mhm.
But that's like if their free time is allowing.
And what about you, Tyrion? The month of June, what do you want to work on?
I think we're gonna work on. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna work on talking like speech with Secret Spider and exactly what their the larger scope of what they can actually do, while seeing if we can duplicate it with the second one that we're trying to build.
So you want to tinker with Secret Spider, or
Not with so not as yes. Well, I'll
with
say
but
that.
not
Yes, with
on?
Tinker. Yes, with but not on. And then um and then I guess it would just be like technology training. See
It is.
how we can.
I was just about to say tinker with grid technology.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. All right.
And
So,
actually mildly related to those two, as part of the month with Delilah, Lamar is probably also bouncing some of their like the science end of their stuff back and forth with her, like the stuff that he doesn't normally get to talk to people about, and like the crystal that's in the Apex facility and like stuff like that to get her input and stuff.
all right. So we're gonna start with Wade and Lamar as we just do quick recountings of the month of June as you guys start to visit Delilah. And I guess what the first thing you guys do is admit your identities.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about. I forgot she doesn't know that, huh?
All right, so you guys came over here to do some research. Nice to meet you, Lamar. I think we're meeting again.
We are.
You guys said you had some big news that is not allowed to be shared with any media or buzz blast or cast it anyone. So what is it? Hope it's important.
Do we like
Lamar
more
defers
tradition
to
with it?
Wade to.
Wade is. This is odd for him, from Lamar's perspective. He's kind of shy about it. He's like looking at the ground and kind of, kicking at the floor with the tip of his foot, kind of like he's expecting you to say something, and because he doesn't want to feel like he lied to his sister.
Wait, I know that look. That's that hand in the cookie jar look. Whose cookies you took?
Hey, well, if it's about the Tupperware, it got some guy on a spaceship has it. I ain't got it, I swear.
It's okay, Wade. Go ahead.
Hell. And he makes a rude gesture and turns into a Power Ranger.
The room flashes green as wind blows and Delilah's hair is tossed up. Green. Bro. Wait a dang second, and she goes over to her computer and types some things in, going on to Dailymotion and to a Cassidy Cornell video showing a group of color-coded people in the streets. You're telling me that's you?
I cannot lie to you. I was telling the truth. Your Tupperware is on a spaceship.
And then Delilah turns her eyes to Lamar. Which one are you? She looks at your
And
shirt. Oh, wait a second.
yeah, it kind of tells itself.
Oh. uh. So. Furthermore, what? What even are you? You're wearing cosplay of some? You're wearing what? You doing magic? Did you find magic?
I mean,
Well,
find is a bit of a generous term. More like thrust upon, I suppose.
Wait, whatever you're doing right now, this could be connected to daddy to magic. The research I've been doing, and how long have you been like this?
How long have we been like this?
About a month. With the time that's passed up to now. You guys have been living on the Galleon with no emergencies having happened so far.
Wade wildly exaggerates this. I don't know, like a year maybe?
Yeah. Wait.
like a month.
Oh, okay. All right. So what is this? Is the research on whatever this is? Because I don't got an idea of whatever this is.
We're actually back to talk to you about the forest, the Mystic Forest.
The Misty. Oh,
We found it.
Delilah leads you both back into her office, which is an absolute wreck of papers and machines going on. She has a fax machine that's printing off something. You don't know why she has a fax machine, but she has it. And there's just data on screens and screens and screens and television screens and news broadcasts of different countries. Welcome to my command center. And you guys sit with Delilah, and throughout the month of June, you spend time sharing your experiences of the Mystic Forest, the information of the Death's Head Night, of which you know so far. And Delilah is not at all happy to hear that a magical goddess is angry with her father. So this has filled her with a vigor to help you guys help him from whatever situation you find yourselves in. You guys said you wanted to. Is there anything else you want to work on still in the theme of being with Delilah? Is there anything you guys wanted to?
I want to bring the Pepe Sylvia board to the command center.
All right, so a couple days.
And then I want to put my own. I want to modify it. I want to put a picture of Jim Henson with a red thread.
What has Jim got to do with this?
I know.
It's like June 13th right now.
I know sentient puppets fit in here somewhere. I just haven't figured it out yet.
Boy, we stopped trying to figure out Muppets maybe 200 years ago. They ain't harmful.
I find this claim dubious.
I went to school with a Muppet.
I don't know how to explain this, but I feel like calling them Muppets in universe almost feels like a slur.
I mean, is there species? So I guess in universe Muppet is not an insult. Like calling somebody a Muppet. Damn. All right, yeah.
I feel like if somebody called me a Muppet, those are fighting words, like legally speaking.
It's a situation where they can say it and you can't.
I was just thinking that.
Well, I went to school with the puppet born.
That's worse.
Oh God.
Okay.
I went to school with the
I feel like
Muppet.
this. I feel.
What do we call them if not Muppets?
There's really. I'm sitting here like there's not a good.
There's nothing that doesn't sound terrible.
I mean,
Alright.
we could call him marionette.
I feel like for it to be a marionette implies that somebody is actually controlling those strings, though. I feel like that is actually the
Right. Okay.
Okay, so that's it. So marionette is the insult, but Muppet is just the general term
Okay.
for the
Okay.
species
Okay.
of questionably humans, maybe humans. No one knows where they came from. They're here though.
I mean, I'm no doctor or nothing, but has anybody ever actually seen the inside of a Muppet before?
There's been autopsies, and it's weird. All their organs are like shaped like a hand. It's weird.
He just starts putting more threads going to Jim Henson.
I don't think Jim Henson owns Marvel.
Point of order for the GM here. Like, how long has Jim Henson been dead? When did Jim Henson die in real life?
I was about to ask that question exactly. Hold on.
Good question.
It is currently 2050. In game.
1990.
Oh, okay, damn right. Yeah. So yeah. So he's been dead since 1990. Well, damn. Hold on. It doesn't work with the lore. Jim
Just like
Henson
Walt Disney.
been dead since 2021.
Okay.
So as the days continue to go by and the conspiracy boards grow, with even a new one being built, with connections to the Mystic Forest of Delilah's research in combination with Lamar and Wade's research, you guys by the end of the month start to come up with a bit of a calculation formula that might be able to, against mix thoughts, track down patterns of openings of the Mystic Forest. So by the time June ends, you guys think you have something that you can put into motion at the start of July. You guys want to do anything else before we move on to the next Players Month?
I feel like at some point in time, we would have made mention that we have the Mystic Root, and then I don't know if Wade would have the wherewithal to request that some sort of testing be done on it, but I think Lamar might.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I guess he'd want some information on what it is.
So
so it's
I would
28.
like to figure out as much as we can about the Mystic Root and like what all of the properties are and like how they work if possible, you know? Like where does the magic come from? How does it get dispersed? These types of things. Can we put the root in a teapot and then drink magic tea? I think that's actually something Wade would try.
Yeah, so as the days have gone on, these are all questions that are on the brand new Pepe Sobia board. That is a name for conspiracy boards in this universe. They are called Pepe Sobia boards. That's going in the lore page. Give me a sec. I gotta write that down. Where's the lore page? In here somewhere. But yes, that has been added to the Pepe Sylvia board. And you guys are one day on June 28th sitting in the kitchen with the Mystic Root sitting on a kitchen counter with all of you seated around it, trying to come up with ideas of ways to test it.
I say we put it in a teapot and drank it. And no one's gonna stop Wade. He's
I
gonna
don't.
do it.
Wait.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I gotta stop.
You need to get in there. Lamar, what are you thinking? That's not including ingestion.
I actually. Does touching the morpher to the root do anything?
Oh. So, you tapping the wrist part of the morpher or the card?
Yeah, the wrist part of my morpher.
So you tap your morpher onto the base. Well, I can't even call it base, but onto the uprooted root, and you feel a vibration go through your wrist as you, without warning, fully morph into your ranger form, and everyone's kind of taken aback, and Delilah goes, "Oh, okay, pink," and you feel charged, not extra charged in any way, but like you feel a connection to magic similar to the way you felt a connection to the morphing grid while being directly inside of it. Also, your vision goes dark. Wade, yours does too. And Delilah is worried for both of you as you hear, hey, wait, stand up. What? Lamar, stand. What? Oh, as your vision fades away, as you see the Ninja Nexus prism, the one that came onto the ship, burst through everything, took something from the box that gave you power, and then disappeared. You see a vision of it flying through space and through stars. And then it flies into just pure darkness with not a twinkle around it. You hear the sounds of an ocean. Not an ocean on Earth, but an ocean where the waves don't splash. They never separate. Something is different about this space that you are looking at and having a vision of. And you see a ship in the distance. Not Bandora's ship, a completely different style of ship, sailing on water that is in space before your vision ends. And you both wake up. You're both sat on a couch, and Delilah is sitting across from you guys with her leg bouncing. Oh, thank God! As one of you open your eyes, what the hell was that?
Where were we?
Here. You both passed out after you touched that thing with your morpher.
I think once Lamar kind of gets his faculties back, I turn to Wade and say, I think we need to talk to Pandora about this.
Yeah, I guess.
Is it finally my turn to go up on the flying pirate ship?
How would you feel about living on a pirate ship? I say, hesitating and looking to Wade.
Do I need to move? And I understood why you did, but I think I'm still good. It's been about a month of you guys visiting here and being pretty covert, and I haven't noticed anything around. I think I'm still good for now.
I mean, yeah, but it's like a spaceship, and
Damn, you
all
got me.
that stuff you got going on there in the back room. I mean, you got like cameras that can see all over the planet, and you got like teleporters, and you got like there's like all sorts of robots, and a guy that can fix anything, and you know, we also got these people down here hunting us like animals, so it'd kind of feel a little bit better if you just came with us.
All right, got a lot of stuff to move, but and as she says, got a lot of stuff to move. You both hear from your communicators, and that's why we're here to help. Mick's voice comes from both of your wrists, as he teleports himself in. Nice to meet you, Delilah. Call me your moving service for now, but the rest of the time, call me Mechanic. And you all spend the afternoon moving Delilah's necessary things onto the Galleon. As you also gather the route and take it back up, giving Mick the information on what happened. And do you share your vision with them?
Once everybody's together, or unless that was to wait.
Oh, to both of you, either of you.
I figure I'd wait
Yeah.
until everybody was together.
I would wait for Lamar to say something, and I probably wouldn't say anything. But
So
I assume Lamar would.
So we'll hold on to that part as we first. Let me check in how everybody's feeling right now, as people, not characters.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
PG.
Gucci.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, so as we move backwards in June and move on, let me turn my light on because the sun has gone down and my office is dark now. I cannot read my notes. As we move backwards in June to the events of the... Oh, that's the wrong page. Let me go back to the right page. You wanted to investigate the morphing grid and your cards. Do you want to make cards a specific thing? Because, I mean, well, no, it's kind of the same thing. So, yeah. So you want to investigate your cards and the morphing grid?
Yeah. I
Where
think
does
they would
that
probably.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it would probably start like in the training room, and if they would like fail or anything, they'd probably go to Pandora to ask about it.
So, I guess, so we want to ask Vendora about your powers?
I think they would just try
You
Excel
too.
at first, because that's just who Vesper is.
One second, let me drink some water. Excuse me. Hydration time, listeners. So in your first couple of days of training, you try to discover some new cards, but have not been successful yet. Still only drawing the point B card and your weapon cards and such. Which cards are in your inventory right now? Or your deck, so to speak?
1 second, let me grab it because I know I have point like the tele.
I don't know if yours are different, but I have Morph, Zord, Point A, and Point B.
There we go. Yeah, you all should have the same thing, Jesus.
Perfect, because I can't find that where I would have stored that information.
Yeah, so I guess I'll ask, what kind of training are you doing in specific? Are you training with your sniper? Are you training in combat? Are you working on any hacking skills? Are you are you testing the limits of your suit, and in which way?
I think it would start off with them sniping because that's just like what they're most familiar with. But ultimately, they want to try to get into that like into the grid how they were when they first got the cards. And I think they want to like I said, like kind of see how other rangers are supposed to exist. But they might have to get a Bandora for that.
Well, you have
Unless
your point B card, and you can absolutely try to use that to teleport back to point A.
oh yeah, then they're gonna do that.
All right. Give me a morphing grid roll with a difficulty of 15.
Where would that be at? Morphing grid.
Oh, I guess not morphing grid. Give me a. That's specialization.
Technology.
Would we put the morphing grid specialization in?
Have it in culture.
Yeah, then give me a culture roll. Difficulty of 15. Wait, no, wait. Actually, you guys also have Arcana, right? As a specialization.
I don't have that.
Don't. Somebody might.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I'm a liar. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, so give me a culture roll. Difficulty of 15.
A 14. Heads and a 13 on my D20.
I'm chewing, I'm sorry. So you take out your point B card, and on this specific day, it does not work. But you do feel a rush of energy as it tries to take you. But you continue your training for the next couple of days. Which skill are you working on this day?
Technology. I think it might be one of the days that they set aside to work with Tyrion. If you want to wait on that for when it's his time.
So you find yourself in the tinkering lab with Tyrion. Mick is also there, but he's kind of doing his own thing, as everybody's just kind of having parallel work time. Tyrion, what do you find yourself working on in this moment as Vesper has visited you for the day to help?
I think this is something that V would have offered beforehand. I know they have before in scenes prior, but I don't think they would just appear and be I mean, they definitely would do that too, but I think that this is something they would have talked to Tyrion about. Hey, I have these days free. I can come down and help.
I guess we'll be gridding it today with the grid technology.
Yes, I did this perfectly yesterday. Do not worry, friend.
So what does that look like in specific? Are you working on the new secret spider, or are you working on figuring out how to imbue the grid into other technology?
Imbuing the grid into other technology.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are sitting at a multitude of computer screens, with a majority of them just showing blue energy. The blue energy being recognizable as the morphing grid's energy from when you were inside of it. And in the time that you have been taking here, Tyrion, you can kind of understand what you're seeing. It's like reading data, but there's no numbers, and you're just reading points of energy. So, you're essentially learning how to code with the morphing grid. And you've been helping Vesper also figure these things out a bit. And Vesper, with your ability to speak to technology, you've been catching on to it significantly fast, and even surpassing Tyrion just a bit with your understanding of essentially morphing grid coding, and using that to code different abilities into weapons, making them grid weapons, creating new grid weapons, or adding additions to your powers or your own weapons already. So you both have gained an understanding of how to read the morphing grid in a data sense. Something that Mick is also able to do. And Vesper, did you want to try with your point A and B again?
I was actually gonna see if Vesper can try with something with that new learned understanding of the morphing grid, but if you want to like push it back, we can.
Oh no. Would you want to?
I think while like Vesper and Tyrion are sitting there, Vesper's like he's gonna look over and go, "Do you still want to try to have Secret Spider speak? I can try to create like a voice box or something."
Sure, let's do that.
Secret Spider jokes up on the table, and Tyrion, you know, they're saying, "Voice box."
Is this
And
an agreement or disagreement?
agreement wholeheartedly.
Good.
So you got.
Do I need,
Go ahead.
do I need to roll anything for that or not?
Yes. So for the next 3 days, give me 3 technology rolls. Each has a difficulty of 12.
Is Tyrion doing anything in need of rolling?
Yes, you also give me 3 technology rolls, but you have a different difficulty. Yours is going to be 17.
Okay.
So you got to be. So you don't have to be 17 3 times, but you should. Yeah. Words.
Should
Yep.
cumulative 17?
No, just give me the 3 separate rolls and let me know what each one is.
Got it.
Vesper got 9 on their 20 and a 3 on their 6, just making it for the first day.
Okay.
Rolling the next day right now. They did not make it for their second day. I got a 5 on the D6 and a 2 on the 20. And they did make it the third day with a 12 on the D20 and a 4 on the D6.
Gotcha. All right. So that's 2 successes.
Oh, good shit. Okay.
You need 4. So Tyrion, if you can get 2 successes, you guys will have successfully made a voice box for Secret Spider.
Yeah, give me 1 second. As I write this down.
And I think we could probably use story points since I think this is going to be a lax session too. I don't think.
Oh no, yeah,
we can
you could absolutely.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. And we got.
Actually, I thinking about it, I will urge you all to say your story points for July.
Gotcha. Okay. So we got. What's this? Okay. So we got 6, 3, or 6 on the D20, 3 on the D6 for day 1. I got 18 on the D20 and 1 on the D4 for. Wait, is it D4 or D6? D4. D4 on day 2. And then 17 on the D20 and 4 on the D4 for day 3.
And that is 4 successes So
Hey.
on the fourth day, you guys have successfully developed a grid technology to allow Secret Spider to speak. And as you put on your tiny adjustment, what's it look like?
Ooh, wait a second.
I think Vesper would probably make it like an internal thing or like something hidden so it can't be destroyed or taken off.
Mm-hmm.
But
I was
like
thinking more of a fang.
a fang. That's cute. I love that. No, yeah, it's like cyberpunk looking fang.
So Secret Spider gets a fang.
Yes,
That's his
yeah.
voice box.
that'll be the voice box.
And after an hour of installation and modification, you both step away from Secret Spider as they do a stick bug dance, clear their throat. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. And go bring it to a song and dance as they dance across the table.
It worked! It worked! I have a voice!
Vesper is staring silently. I am both, but Gabby, I am both horrified and just in love that that's his voice.
There's a proud smile. The one that's like, we did good. Most good.
Alright, so what's next?
And is there anything else you guys wanted to do in June with your or I guess moving back to V, with the rest of your June, what else did you want to do?
They're definitely gonna go to. Yeah, they're gonna go to Bandora. Kind of. They're not gonna say that they're proud that they know this code, but they're going to like approach him wherever he's at. I imagine if they can't find him, they like morph into their suit and just kind of look through the walls for him.
Pandora's just like chilling up on the deck right now. He's sitting up on the lawn chair with his feet out. He's like in summer shorts and like a pineapple shirt, a Hawaiian shirt.
And they're gonna walk. They're gonna walk up to him and go. I have some questions. I see you are preoccupied though.
Bandora takes a sip from his pineapple drink. Mm-hmm. Oh, he sits up and takes off his sunglasses. What's up?
I went into the morphing grid. I tried and it was not successful. And I know the code for right now, but I want in it. These cards are not working.
I see. And he sits up more and sits crisscross and puts a hand out for you to give him the card you're talking about.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're gonna flash the. We're gonna hand him the point B card.
Interesting. Point B. So I guess you're trying to get to point A?
If there is C, I will find C and go there eventually. But yes, A.
I don't know anything about this. And I know it's not the answer you want to hear, but Bandora reaches into, or not reaches into, but like puts his hand out and a red flash opens in it as his morpher appears in his hand, and his morpher is a white gun. And he uses a completely different system, and he explains to you how he doesn't necessarily understand how your power system works, and he's learning at the same time that you guys do. But he does explain that he's fully willing to help you explore these things and try to understand them better.
Do you know how to access the grid? Or no?
I got my ways, yeah. You want to go to the grid?
Yes.
Right, how about this? You try your point B again. If you could take me with you, that's cool. If not, I'll take us both. How's that sound?
Yes, that sounds fair. I've been using the training room. Is it safe to use it out here?
Yeah, go for it. Wait, are you one who's been leaving shit bags on the floor?
I will clean them.
What?
I will clean up the chips later.
Alright.
I spend a lot of time in there. And
I can
chips
tell.
are easy. They're easy. The sandwiches get soggy, and you just open the egg and cheap.
Alright.
We
Do your
need
magic.
more chips on the ship.
We'll go to the market tomorrow. Do your magic.
It's a talkie flavor. And it was a
give me,
culture.
Yeah,
Correct.
culture, morphing grid, difficulty 12.
Oh, I got a 17 on the D20. I haven't even flipped the coin. Thank you. And tails on the coin flip, so for 19.
Hell yeah. So, as you feel the energy around you start to shift, and a blackish purple energy forms around you that you know is the teleportation, do you want to bring Bandora with you or just go on your own?
I think we would bring Bandora with them.
Right, so as you intend to bring Bandora with you, the magic also envelops them, and they are teleported with you, still holding their drink. You are both teleported into and standing in the infinity of the morphing grid, as Bandora takes a sip of his drink. Good job. All right, so what are we looking for in here?
I think B is gonna try to concentrate on that feeling they felt before when they saw another ranger.
Oh, also, real quick, the point B card in your hand dissolves.
We're gonna look, frown, and go, "Oh, we will figure a way back out, I suppose."
Oh yeah, don't worry about it.
And then, yeah, I think they're gonna try to focus on finding and just observing another ranger. I don't think they're gonna explain to Bandor what they're doing. I think they're kind of embarrassed. Their whole point right now is everyone's telling them they're not a good ranger, so they want to see how good rangers are and not be told this is what a ranger is.
As you look into the grid, Bandora, out of your sight, but in sight of the camera, nods and smiles at you, as they see someone following, not in their footsteps, but following in the things that they did. And today, on this day, you peek into the grid, and you only see flashes of color and sound. However, this starts a series of days of you and Bandora taking trips into the grid to try and, well, he never asks what you're doing. He lets you have your privacy and is confident that if you ever need his help, you'll ask for it. So you guys spend time in the grid. He brings a lawn chair with him and just relaxes as you do what you need to do. And one day on June 20th, you are peering into the grid and you hear a voice calling out to you. Maybe not you? Vesper! Vesper! 4 different voices call out to a Vesper as you see another Black Ranger in hound-themed armor, black and gray, with red trim along the body. They're surrounded by a red, blue, pink, and yellow ranger, who all hold them tightly in their arms as they hold onto her as blood spills onto the ground, as her right hand has just been removed and a portal behind them closes. An evil laugh is heard from the closing of the portal as the Rangers hurry to help their wounded friend. You come back from this vision very shocked, and what's V feeling after seeing a ranger in such a dire moment?
Instantly, I think once V is like out of the vision, I think during the vision, like an odd thing would happen, like that Vandora would see is like emotion is visibly on Vesper's face. Uh, they're like kind of confused at first because they're like, "Do I know these voices?" And then they're like shocked and even like horrified a little bit, and then it just is like an intense like just an intensity behind it. There's really no other like emotion, and they look to like Pandora and they go, "Do you have visions as well?"
Pandora looks over at you, and uh, he chuckles. Can I tell you a secret? I've been having
Yes.
yours for the past couple days. And if you're wondering about what that was, don't worry. You're not the only Black Ranger named Vesper in the Rangerverse.
I figured it was another Vesper. We are many, but it is a magnificent thing to bear witness. I did not think there were many others that have this. Are rangers and not under Vesper Salacia.
Oh, I guess I should be more specific. No, their name is Vesper. Not of Vesper Silesia. They're how do I put this? They're not from here.
It is alien. It did not. It is odd to want to be named after Vesper or named as Vesper, but I follow and I do
Um,
not. I wish I could help that hound Vesper.
oh, trust me, they're gonna be just fine. What you were looking into was, you know, kind of the past, but maybe right now when you saw it. But I've come across them before. They're okay.
Good.
You know,
Is
have in your time in Vesper Silesia, did you ever learn about multiverse theory?
yes, we. There was talk, but I was not a part of any squadron who did anything of that. But they talked about wanting to grow the company.
Hmm.
And I do not know if there was any success in that. It was not my place to ask or know.
Well, that's a terrifying thought. But terrifying only because when you become a ranger, your world doesn't just get bigger. Your universes get bigger. There's how do I put it? Well, you being an alien, you obviously know there's life on other planets, and each planet has the potential to have its own rangers. But paper on top in the middle of a book, there's also hundreds of other pieces of paper with their own potential that are completely separate from us. And the Vesper you saw is just from a fully different reality.
I see. So the grid is a big book.
The grid is connected to everything that there is. So when you're staring in deeply enough, you're not only bound to the book you're reading, quote unquote.
Interesting.
You're
But
diving
thank you,
into
Bender.
pools of limitless knowledge. So do be careful. I know I've been keeping quiet back here, but I've also been making sure you don't dive too deep.
Thank you. I think I've seen enough for today, though. I agree. Even from what I have glimpsed, it is a lot.
How about this? If you want to, if you come back tomorrow, I'll let you come alone, and I think I'll give you what you're looking for. I want you to specifically look for the ranger. Hendrix.
Intrigues. I will
Uh,
look for him.
The Lost Galaxy Pink Ranger.
Lost Galaxy.
Any ranger can show you what it means to be a good ranger. You learn it from them. And you both end your day, and the day comes when you choose to go alone. And how do you want to go about that?
I definitely think Vesper still does patrols. It's just not as nightly. Might be every other night. So it's definitely on a day that they actually gave themselves like, at least 6 hours of rest. I don't think V would sleep a lot. And just like wordlessly try one more time, just insert the Pink Ranger, Lost Galaxy, and just kind of focus on that name.
So in the morphing grid, your vision starts to pinpoint in a different way than before. Rather than rushing through the natural, non-specific blue light, it becomes a specific light of the Pink Ranger spectrum. As you are moved through the morphing grid, and so many Pink Rangers pass by you of varying suits and themes and shapes and sizes, until you finally stop at two Pink Rangers who are wearing the same kind of outfit, one slightly taller than the other. Both of them turn around to you and take off their helmets. One is a long-haired blonde woman. Her face is warm, and she smiles at you before nodding and disappearing. The second is also a blonde woman, but her hair is tied up into a ponytail, and she's wearing glasses. And she smiles at you and holds a hand out. I'm Kendrix. I'm here looking to learn some stuff. And you spend a day in the grid with Kendrix, the Lost Galaxy Pink Ranger. And in that time, what questions do you want to ask? And what topics do you want to discuss?
V's not a very good person when it comes to social stuff, so I think one of their first questions is going to be like, have you ever killed somebody?
I'm sure there's been collateral damage of Power Rangers fights. So I do lay awake at night hoping that my actions have never caused the indirect death of someone. But when it comes to monsters or mutants or evil people who want to hurt Paraventure, I've done what I've had to when it was necessary. But I've avoided it whenever else I could. Just before I got here myself into the morphing grid, I chose not to hurt someone. It ended in me getting hurt, but they can still change. And when I look at them now through the grid, I know they have.
And if they had not, would you feel the same? Would you still be hopeful even though it is safe to assume you're dead, correct?
Yes, I mean, I hope so, unless the definition of good has changed.
No, sorry. I said dead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Would you just hold on to that hope that they would change eventually? Or would you just accept the fact that they are not going to change and that decision you made was an error? I fear keeping those alive who wish to hurt my friends will be a dangerous mistake. I have killed many. I see no issues with it as long as those I care about are safe. But I am told it's not a good path to be on. I
I
am
I completely
confused by
understand.
that.
I understand what you're trying to say, and I understand what you're feeling. I had a friend, at least I'd hope I can call him a friend. He was a Magna defender, and he was so angry. He was looking for revenge, killing people who didn't deserve to die, trying to kill me and my friends and my team. And he took the life and body of somebody who he saved in a way, but for his own selfish purposes. He was becoming something awful. However, we didn't stop hoping for him. We didn't stop trying to make him see what he was doing could be done in different ways. And in the end, all he needed was the right words said to him. And I know that's not always the case. I know you can't always help everyone with words or with fighting. And sometimes that ultimate choice does have to be made. But there's so many other choices than the final one. It's not that you shouldn't, it's not that you're not supposed to. It's that there's so many other options. Even if they're grim or ugly, the final one is always the final one. And with me being here, if that ranger who killed me never changed, I would just feel sorry for them. Because they could have made so many good friends if they did.
I see. I I will continue to think on this, but the options of choice is often very slim. But I am confident I am with a group of people who are very capable of making their own options.
You're all capable of so much more than you'll ever know. And she puts a hand on her shoulder. But a portal of light opens up behind her, and a very blurry visage of a forest can be seen behind it. I've got somewhere to be. But you can reach out to me again, and any other ranger in time and space will always be with you. All right?
Yes, I have one more question, though, if I may ask.
Go for it.
Is it a little bit, this is something that's been in our group a lot, and I've been searching for this answer for a friend of mine, but it is also my own curiosity. Is it not just racist to justify us killing monsters, but not humans who act like monsters?
Monsters are weapons given life. Humans are making bad decisions. Does that make sense?
B's going to nod their head, But they really want to be like, this does not help. If I say this to Wade, it'll just sound dumb, and he will not comprehend. So I will look for another answer.
Well, I got a party to get to. But we'll always be here. And she taps you on the shoulder, and you are sent back to the regular plane of the morphing grid, where the light is blue.
I have so much to tell Tyrion and Secret Spider. And I think with that, like, V's just gonna walk off to talk to the train and Tyrion.
All right. And did you want to do anything else with the tail end of your June before we wrap up with Tyrion?
If Tyrion needs any help, like, for his, like, roles during his time, we can say V did that with the last of their time.
Gotcha, yeah. So, Tyrion, rewinding back to the beginning of June, how will you be spending your month up until the point when V comes to join you to help out with building a voice box?
Also, before the voice file.
Mhm.
Okay, so essentially, I'll be looking through the grid to see what I can essentially affect. Meaning, like when we like how Secret Spider has the storage for the sounds, like we did with the siren.
Mhm.
Is there a way that we can affect it to other items so that it's not just Secret Spider, and we can have an array of things that we can use, like a cloud system of sorts.
I think that's something that would need to be developed. So essentially, you want to upload the data in Secret Spider to something that's accessible to everybody.
Correct.
Yeah. So I think that network would have to be developed for you guys to use, and that would take a number of days within your June.
We can say that's what, like, V helps with at the end of the month with their free time, since they know morphine grid coding.
I mean, well, what we could do, okay, then what we could do now is start with Secret Spider 2
Mm-hmm.
to get its, to more so get its, because I want it to be like an almost wrist, actually not even a wrist thing. Like, I should have thought about this a whole lot. More like an extension, like a
Mhm.
firearm extension, essentially. And
Like
it'll be more like a rail, a spider, like a bullet train spider, essentially.
okay.
And then it'll be just grabbing the parts for that and seeing if I can use morphing grid technology to streamline the making of this. Almost like 3D printing, but not 3D printing.
Yeah. So we don't have 3D printing, but you can definitely find everything you need for this project within the ship, and
Right.
everything you need to get started. And you'll just need to take the couple of days to tinker and get your ideas straight before you have a not finished project, but a solid idea of what direction you're moving in.
Solid blueprint. Got it.
Yeah. So you spend that. So give me 3 technology rolls with a
All right.
difficulty of 8.
8.
Yeah,
Okay.
the dice being kind.
Thank God. All right. So the first one is a 10 and a 1. 10 on the D20, 1 on the D4. I'm trying to see that. What is that? Oh, 15. The second one is a 15 and a 4.
Don't even roll the third one. You got it.
Oh, heard that.
You just need a 2 out of 3. So on that 4th day, you have successfully developed the skeleton of Bullet Spider. So,
It's funny because that's what I wrote was Bullet Spider.
so describe what's going on with it. You said it's like a projectile, kinda.
Yes, so it has so it's more like a in my head of how it does, it's more like a daddy long legs,
Mm-hmm.
but the front two legs are more are like heavier so that it makes that point when it gets into that train mode.
Gotcha. Excuse me. Right.
Oh,
So, and also in this time, you've obviously been learning grid coding. So this is
yes.
still slightly before V comes in to help with the voice box. But at this point, you have quite literally the bones of your project. And what direction do you want to move in with it next? Do you just want to keep working on it for now, or do you want to try and like figure out what happened with like how Secret Spider became Secret Spider? You know.
Yes, so we're gonna go. We're so it's like a 50-50 segue to
Mhm.
how I'm using this to figure out how Secret Spider became Secret Spider, and also a little a little lore into the Zord seeds and how they came to be inside of Secret Spider.
Yeah. So, uh, you start your research on Secret Spider, and uh, at the time they're still tooting, but you can understand what it said. But you can understand what they're saying,
Right.
and you learn that them becoming pregnant was almost like a sudden thing, uh, since they were technically a grid-connected animal in a sense. Excuse me. They were able to carry the Zord seeds, so in a sense, it was like a birthing or a seed or like an egg laying, but like they were more so just like very literally like a vessel that was able to do this thing because your powers weren't able to just like make Zords off rip like most other teams are able to. So,
Okay.
Secret Spider is Mary.
Yes. All right. And then I guess while we get into this, could I could I use so before one no, because then we'll do that after. Okay. So Secret Spider is married. And then I will go into grid technology to see, or would I be able to go into grid technology and see if it something similar has happened before
Um,
with current history or with current knowledge of what I have.
there's absolutely a database uh available to you guys. So yeah, you can go into like a Ranger database and try and look up like other like grid technology anomalies.
I would like to do that.
1 second to look a thing up real fast. So, looking into grid technology anomalies of things becoming sentient, of machinery becoming sentient with grid accessibility, um, you come across different files of machinery that seems to have grown sentience. A bike named I don't remember the bike's name. A robot rabbit named Jax. That seemed to become really attached to its companion ranger. That, along with its other
Wasn't it Blaze?
there it is. Yep, Blaze, Smash, and Jax. Uh, those three androids were able to gain a form of sentience with their grid accessibility, becoming friends, allies, and essentially just parts of the world within the universe that those rangers are from. You also come across a file on Mac Hartford, the Red Operation Overdrive Ranger, whom most of their life they were fully unaware they were a robot. But upon sacrificing themselves for their team, they were brought back to their life and made human by the morphing grid.
Mhm.
So what you determine from all this research is that it's kind of a toss-up. Sometimes you love something enough and it comes to life.
Got it. Love is the key.
We got the power to keep loving each other no matter what happens. We got the power to do that.
And then we chuckle to ourselves as we go back to bullets.
I was going to keep going, but
And
then I was like, how much is fair use?
right.
I was gonna say also, everybody write down your notes. Gorillas are also real.
What?
The gorillas are real.
All right.
Like they are the cartoon band. That's how they look in real life.
Oh, got it.
I was gonna say, like, what if it was just instead of one like really lonely British guy, it was actually like a team of real gorillas that are like sentient, and then the anime characters are like their online persona, like they're VTubers or something.
I like that.
We gotta save that for something else because I want the gorillas to be the gorillas.
Or Muppet style, they're all the animated.
Oh my
versions of
God.
Damon Albarn is just Damon Albarn.
Listen, we now have the genus. They can
We're
be
about
a
to live in the amazing world of Gumball animation. Y'all gotta relax. We got real people walking around. We got Muppets. We got 2D animated people. Everyone's gonna have a real weird headache all the time, perceiving things they don't understand.
I mean, we kind of broke it when we said magic was real. I feel like we let the floodgates open as soon as that. You know,
I think the floodgates. Wait. Let me go back to my notes. I think the floodgates opened at Paw Patrol.
oh yeah.
I think that was the floodgates.
Forgot about that.
Period.
I did.
Good.
We forgot about Paw Patrol.
So get there on the double. No Paul's too big. No Paul's too small.
Well, if love's the key for Secret Spider, then using what I know, we'll try to do it for Bullet Spider. Otherwise, it will be a dagger of sorts as another armament for me.
Say it one more time. I'm sorry.
So Bullet Spider will be a dagger of sorts as another armament for me until we get it sentient.
Yeah. Okay. I will note he's not connected to you yet, so something you have to physically bring with you.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Right.
So,
Like out of morph, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So in these next couple of days will be the days that V came to help and you guys put a voice box for Secret Spider. That was about 4 or 5 days of things that we have already done. So moving on, what does Tyrion want to do next with the latter half of June?
And one thing before we do that, since I could have already understood Secret Spider and the beeps and boots, can I use that as language? And what can I call it?
Brain tongue.
Got it. All right. And I guess now we'll do actual ranger stuff. We have to train because we can't fight.
So you're gonna take advantage of the danger room.
We're going to take advantage of the danger.
So, well, are you gonna train with V, or are you gonna train on your own?
A little bit of both. If V's up for it, let's do it.
I know V is in there the most.
V is always up for time to hang out with their friends. Just a heads up.
So moving down to the danger room, you have days where you train with Vesper and without Vesper. There are days where you guys parallel train in the same space, and you just kind of seen them disappear in like a flash of blue light. Sometimes Pandora's with them when they just disappear, and you're like, oh, that's weird. Anyway, but in those days, what skills are you training in specific? Are you training in morph? Are you training out of morph? Are you training with your power couplers?
With in morph, speed, and it's more speed and consistency than speed for the sake of it. And then with the power couplers to improve my long range fighting.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so you spend time fighting with different holographic enemies, learning new ways to fight with your couplers and also just your hands, weaving between enemies and keeping yourself out of sight. So in that time, you get a better understanding of how your body works when you're both this tall and this able.
Yes.
Having a completely different body than you are used to most of the time. So you spend some time getting familiar with not only your powers, but with the way that your body changes, but with the way that your body has changed.
Yes.
V, on a day that you are both training together, is there anything that you wanted to train Tyrion with, or help Tyrion train in specific?
Well, he mentioned something about long range. That's V's specialty. They're actually not that good on hand-to-hand combat. So I imagine they would even probably try to spend some time even out of suit, because this is what they did before they were a Power Ranger. And unless you need to, like, is there any role needed for this?
No. If you want to teach Tyrion how to shoot.
Yeah, I think it comes pretty natural to like Vesper to train children how to fight.
All right, so
All
Tyrion,
right in line.
there is an armory that is accessible to you guys now, so you were able to like find another sniper rifle, not the same as V's, but a sniper rifle that they're able to like adjust to your body, and you're able to use. And I want you to give me 3 targeting rolls with difficulty 18.
Is there anything Vesper can do to help?
Correct.
Do you have any help actions within your skills? Yeah, you're a Black Ranger, right?
Yeah. No, well,
Yes.
technically I'm called a Blue Ranger.
Your role is blue.
Yeah, my role is technically blue.
Okay, I was gonna say yeah, because Black Ranger does have a literal help action.
No. I was just saying if I had anything I can do with my targeting, if that's what they can do.
I'm not seeing anything on the. Hold on.
So now comes into question. I do have a question. So in my perks of adolescent attitude, you said that you needed 3 roles, and in it I can attempt any skill I don't have, like a D2. Is that for all 3 rolls or just one?
All 3.
Okay. Yeah. And the first
okay.
one.
Never mind. That's 15th. Damn. Never mind. Wait. No, never mind. All right. Just real quick.
Yes.
V. I'm looking at my GM screen, and it looks like you have something called Power Burst. You can spend a standard action to have every morph member of the Power Rangers team, no matter where they are on the grid in space and time, to gain 1 D2 power. You could use a Power Burst right now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Would that be in the core handbook?
Yes. And since we're not in combat specifically, we can just call it an upshift 1. So Tyrion, you can make everything with an upshift 1.
And upshift was the
So
advantage, right?
Yes, so you're going up from a D2 to a D4.
Got it. Never mind. Okay. Okay. So if I do that, then. Alright.
Difficulty is 18 for your 3 targeting rolls.
Yeah. Oh well, that sucks. Okay, so it's a 10 and a 4. 10 for the D20, 4 for the D4. 8 and a 3, and a 13 and a 2. So we're gonna have some trouble.
Yeah, so in your time shooting, you have some difficulty grasping onto it. You don't miss every shot, but not every shot is as on target as it could be. You're absolutely learning, but you still have some ways to go.
Got it. It's the rifle. Is this long range in general, or just the rifle shoot?
Well, when you say long range, what do you mean?
So long range in general for me, well, I mean, it would essentially be anything projectile because I do have
Okay.
an energy trait in my weapon.
Yes. So this has been long range training, but specifically but you're just using a rifle.
Got it. All right. So I guess as stubborn as a child would, we're going to keep at this until we get at least 1.
If you want to do another 3 rolls, that'll use up another couple days of your June before we're in the last part of it. We can do that.
Okay. We can do that.
And then I will give you another new difficulty. Your new difficulty is 13. And V, you can once again use Power Burst if you'd like.
I would like to, but it says that's a 10th level.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Blue Ranger ability. I just found it.
Damn, it's just on here for the thing for me.
Yeah, at 10th level, the Blue Ranger knows how to tap over the morphing grid directly once per scene to send a ripple of raw power into his team.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna do it again anyway.
Yeah, no, listen. Can we? I would love to.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again anyway. So you're gonna make those.
You're the GM.
Again.
Can I add Power Burst
to
my can I add Power Burst to my character sheet then, or is this a
session
only thing?
Yeah, no, we're gonna let it slide now. Now that I know that's a 10th level thing.
Okay, I mean, you can't fault me for trying.
You'll get it eventually. Ow!
Uh-oh. Alright. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Last one. as you roll them on. Okay. Write that down. So you're gonna laugh. So the first two were a 17-3. Oh no, okay, so no, a 17-1 for the first two. And then it's a 3-1 for the last one.
Wait, so the first one was 17.
17 on the D20, one on the D2.
Mhm.
Twice.
Okay, all right. So you got
Hold
it.
on. Wait, wait,
Mhm.
wait. Story points.
Yeah, I was gonna
Wait,
say
no, you
'cause,
said
well, we just needed two successes of your
okay.
3
Oh,
tries.
heard that. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. So
So
we're learning more.
yeah, so after days of training and adjusting the settings of the danger room, Tyrion has started to really catch on to shooting, and through shooting, and the training with their power couplers, and his energy blast, he also starts to get more familiar with, excuse me, ranged attacks in general, as they start to widen their skill set of how they're able to fight. So with the
Got
help
it.
of your friend, you have now discovered a new level of yourself. You're not proficient yet, but you have absolutely figured out how to aim and make sure it's going where you think it's gonna go.
I like to think that we have like this nice, intense danger room, and the first day it was like rough because Vesper was using empty chip bags as targets. This this would be a lot easier for you to hit. Well, it'll be more of a challenge, but get easier for you to hit other people if you hit these.
It's the training room from Wanted.
Yes.
Curve the bullet. All right, so Tyrion, with the last of your June, you wanted to do something that V was also going to help with.
I think now would be like building building bullet spider, essentially at this point.
So you want to get Bullet Spider finished up. What I'm going to
Yes.
want from you this time is 4 technology rolls.
Okay.
Difficulties are 12.
Got it. You know what? So I know we haven't really done anything with our specializations.
Mhm.
As GM, would I be able, because I have locomotive machinist or mechanist, would I be able to acquire an upshift? Because this is something that I know train.
You can use your locomotive. Well, well, in that case, you can use your specialization.
Okay, then I use my specialization.
Yeah. That means you're gonna roll with your D20 and every level of your in every level of that skill specialization, and take the highest of those of these special dice. So you would roll a D2 and a D4, and whatever's highest between those two, you take.
Okay, got it. Got it. Great. Yes. Okay, grab another D4. Actually, odd or even. How did that go? Right. First one. 10. We have each have the highest, so 10 and a 4.
Just need 3 out of 4 successes.
Yeah, no pressure at all. Right. D4. Almost lost the D4. You got the first one. Good job. Wait, no, that's one. So that'd be a two. And then let's see, but nice. All right. And that is an even or odd. That is an odd number, so that's two. Okay. So day one, I have a 10 and a 4. Day two, I have a 19 and a 1. Day three, I have a 20 and a 2. And day four, I have a 17 and a 2.
So you've absolutely succeeded.
Good job.
And
Good job.
in that time, you have built the shell and the inner mechanisms of Bullet Spider. You have figured out how to make their launching system work for when it's time for them to be fired. And they are technologically sound. However, in the time that you've been working on them, they have not awoken in the way that Secret Spider has.
Got it.
So sitting at your tinker desk, you're putting the final tweaks on Bullet Spider and their shell, and everything is tightly in place as you set down the mechanical creature. And in the same way that Secret Spider did at first, they turn on, but there's nothing there. Not until Secret Spider comes out of your belt, crawls onto the desk from your arm, looks at Bullet Spider, and Secret Spider goes dark, and their body goes limp as Bullet Spider stands up. And in the back of your mind, you hear Secret Spider say to you, "Switch!"
Ah, young friend. Interesting.
And then they switch back to their other body. "Switch! Doot! Switch! Doot! Switch!" And they spend a couple minutes just saying toot and switch as they go back and forth between bodies.
And while they're switching, I'm going to say, hey, Link.
1.
One?
Secret Spider
Now I'm
goes back to
confused.
their original body. 1. And they nudge Bullet Spider, and then kind of like nudge their body to like gesture like to themselves. 1.
Hold on. Nudge. And then I will position, if I'm doing anything, I will position Bullet Spider to be on the nose, as far as like the nose of the, what is that? The tower of Secret Spider.
Hmm?
So essentially, how the trains face, essentially,
Mhm.
and then it'll be on the front so that it makes it more aerodynamic.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Oh, so so you're attaching them, and Bullet Spider's gonna be like the front car.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, so they're attached now.
Not, they can be attached.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So, in the last couple of days of your June, you have discovered the Secret Spider can switch between these two different bodies that you have created. You haven't necessarily gotten what you wanted, but you have discovered something very useful and very new. And you spend the next couple days tweaking the last bits of Bullet Spider, with Secret Spider able to give you direct notes on what needs to be changed on the inside and with technologies. So you spend the last couple days with Secret Spider, having conversation and working on their new body and what could maybe one day become a sibling.
Yeah, man.
All right. And as we wrap out July, we gather everybody back in the Galleon again, where we met in the beginning. And Pandora is just checking in with everybody. Um, on this particular day, he's looking pretty bummed out. He's let his facial hair start growing in a bit, and his ponytail is not in like it usually would. His hair's kind of wild and down to his shoulders. All right. Still no word on Mystic Forest, but last we checked, Wade and newest member here, Delilah,
Hi, y'all.
have discovered what might be a way to track the gates. So first thing next month, we're gonna get started on that. Hopefully we can find something and we can get that mystic route back to the forest as soon as possible to get our lives continued. Crime is happening all the time, but like nothing that concerns us. The children of D have been quiet. I've even been keeping an eye on space channels and have heard nothing about them yet. I think we're the only planet to have dealt with them in a couple months are kind of specific to just here, but in a while. Well, no one else has complained about the children of D in some time. Yeah. What about you guys? What are your plans for July?
I'm sorry, children of what?
Children of D's nuts.
Ah!
Well, I guess not. What are your plans for July? How's everybody holding up? It's been a month in these new digs. You've all been adjusting really well. I've been really happy.
Me and Wade had a weird vision.
Oh? Or what happened?
The Ninja Nexus Prism. Do you remember You remember?
Yeah.
So I touched the Mystic Root to my Morpher,
Mhm.
and it forced me to morph, and we had a vision of the prism on some all-water planet.
That's weird. Sounds like Aquatar, but the prism's been there in the past, and I don't know why it would come here first if it's going to Aquatar.
It seems like someone's retrieving it.
Well, knowing the prism, it could only be a good thing. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. I'm doing great, everybody. Thanks for asking. I've been spending the past month trying not to rip my hair out.
Can I
You don't.
just say that was that was a performance on my part, an attempt to get him to lighten up. I'll roll for that.
Go for it.
Can I retroactively apply a skill?
I mean, Pandora just rolled a 1.
Okay.
So
I was gonna flex, but I don't need to.
yeah, no, he broke earlier, so like he's all right. Yeah, I've been trying not to pull my hair out, but it's still all here. But I'm glad you guys are doing all right. I'm glad you guys are finding out things for yourselves, for what you need to know. I'm glad you guys are all still here and safe. I made sure to restock on chips. I went to the market the other day, so snacks should be good, drinks should be filled. We put it on Donovan's card, Donovan looks up with a very concerned look and like from behind the chair in a different room. Huh? And Bandor just waves his hand. I'm fucking. I'm very tired, guys, and
You should get some rest, and we will need more chips. I used a lot of those bags for Tyrion's training.
We got them all though.
For that,
He's so
I
dumb.
been doing some talking. I've been doing a lot of thinking too. You guys remember when you first met me? And you know, aside from how drunk I was, the tattoo.
Yeah.
Well, I remember you being pretty drunk, but yes, your tattoo is just as memorable.
In my own time this month, I've been doing my own research on the children of D's nuts, and that monster I was fighting when we all first met, cursed me, and Bandor's mood drops once again as he moves to a mirror and pulls up the back of his shirt with his back facing the mirror and shows you all the moth tattoo again. I've had this for about a year and some change now. If I morph 10 times, I'm going to die. This is why I haven't been able to help you guys fight. This is why I've had to be the man in the chair and be more careful with everything I'm doing. And when you all met me, that was my second time morphing since being cursed like this. And I can either never morph again or keep doing it until it kills me. And I don't think I can keep watching you guys go into these situations alone. So don't expect to be alone for too much longer, okay?
We're okay. You don't have to do that.
And this is why I said you need rest. You are speaking recklessly right now. We much rather you behind the chair and alive. Tyrion will not die anytime soon. Lenore is fine. Wade, he is the sturdiest. We will be
Wade
fine.
just gonna kind of broadly gesture.
Here, I'm gonna die.
He's gonna like broadly gesture at literally all of us, you know, and be like, "Do we look alone to you?"
You look like children.
So were you.
Enough of this. You are 30 years old. You lived your
That's
life.
old.
We are living our lives. I do not think any one of us regrets being a ranger. If we were not rangers, we would not have met each other.
Can't we
look
just
at
cut the
these.
tattoo off?
Please, don't you have that dagger with you? It's very nice.
It doesn't work.
Right.
It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I've tried. Trust me, I've tried.
You tried cutting it off?
Yes.
You wanted us to try?
V, it's a curse.
Yes, but you
What,
are seeing we'd rather dismember you than let you fight with us. You do fight with us, just not on the ground. Or with us.
I can't. I think I just need to feel useful again.
Lamar,
Guys, I have an
wait.
idea. Who has the root?
Yeah. The roots? Could we use the root?
Yeah, what did we
You
even
use
find
the root?
out? Did we find anything out about that real quick?
You did not
Other
find
than
out
it
anything
magically morphing?
specific about the root.
Okay.
No, nothing specific about the root.
Did we find out anything about how magic works at least? Other than it was in us all along.
I don't think we did. Nobody investigated
No, not
that.
really.
You found like runes, like rune symbols. So in your research, you've found like certain symbols that are found in certain like spots where magic is said to have been in the world. So there are certain symbols that you guys have like photocopied and put onto your conspiracy boards. So you understand that like runes are a part of magic, or certain kinds of magic.
Did we perhaps discover that friendship is magic?
I mean, Tyrion discovered that love is magic, kinda, or love is sentience.
Yes, love is that. What did I write? I wrote. Oh yeah.
I
all
just
wrote was
remember
love.
a suggestion that somebody saying at some point in time properties would merge, but you know what I'm gonna do? Because I can. I am going to try to persuade Bandora into not being such a fucking sad sack. That's what I'm gonna do.
I want to help action
Oh,
on
also
that.
note, one of the like magical runes you found is the same pentagram that is on all of your morphers.
I should actually write that down.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down too. But I think it's funny because V was literally gonna be like, "Wade, Lamar, you're better at this than me. Talk some sense into him."
I'm gonna saunter on over, all high and mighty and shit. I'm gonna put my arm around him, even though I think it's a little gross because I don't like him, and he's especially homeless looking apparently. And I'm gonna be like, "Look, man, just because you're all disheveled and old and incredibly old looking, you also got to remember
38.
Alfred was incredibly old looking, and every Batman ain't worth nothing without his Alfred. You're gonna sit here in your high and mighty spaceship with all the technology in the world leading us as a grown-ass man, and then sit here and say you ain't doing nothing? Brother, you've been doing it all along. And you ain't need to go down there and fight. It ain't your war. It's ours. And as I said before, we ain't exactly alone. And we keep finding more. And I'm going to gesture over to the bird and mechanic and Lamar's dad and my sister. And then I'm also going to roll for that. And then I would also like to buff myself with Heart of the Team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
Bandora technically not a human? Or is he technically a human?
Bandora's human.
Okay, so then I also have edge on that.
Oh yeah.
So edge, and then an upshift. I don't even have the right dice out. I need a D10 for that. Pardon my dust. It is a 21 with a 14 on the D20 and a 7 on the D8 as my highest roll for my
And that's absolutely a success, as Pandora only rolled a 14. So, your words really ring through to Pandora, as they're nodding through everything you're saying. And as you finish speaking, they stand up, and they roll their shoulders, and they take a hairband off their wrist and tie their hair back up into a ponytail. All right. Thank you. He says, looking down at you. His eyes looking at you like the most genuinely they ever have. Thank you.
I'm gonna pat him on the back and be like, all right, I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'll be right back.
All right. Yep. All right. Still, Rangers. Guess we got more work to do. Lamar, you keep that route nearby. I want to see your research notes as soon as possible. I want to try and find out where that next portal is going to open, if we can even get to it. Tyrion, I've been seeing Bullet Spider. Howdy, good job. V, thank you for cleaning up. And I guess welcome to everything else, Delilah. Glad to have you here now. Your room should be about ready. I think this is gonna be good. I think we're gonna be good. None of us are alone. Wade's right. And as Pandora speaks, for the first time in a month, you guys hear the siren aboard the Galleon start to sound as Nevi flies over to a computer screen.
Looks like we got putties downtown.
And time stops as we end today's session before moving into July and August. Thank you for joining us for today's episode of Power Rangers Raging Arcana. We are so happy to have you here for every episode you have joined us for and every episode you will join us for. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends. Share on Facebook. Find us on Instagram. Find us on something else that we're on. Linktree to take you to our Instagram and back to YouTube where you are right now. You are always appreciated here. And it has been an incredible time here with you tonight. Or today, whenever you're listening to this. Have an incredible night and roll 4d4.